Somewhere right now, a kid is sitting on a pony at a birthday party, gripping the reins, feeling completely safe. You've probably done it yourself or watched someone else do it and thought nothing of it. It feels almost boring. But the real answer to how this started is far stranger than you think, because somebody 6,000 years ago looked at a half-ton wild animal built to kill predators with its hooves and decided the smart move was to climb on its back. You need to understand what a wild horse actually was before humans got involved. Not a pet, a prey species, hunted for meat for tens of thousands of years, wired around one instinct. If something lands on you, run, buck, or kill it before it kills you. A horse can deliver a kick with enough force to shatter a human skull. For most of human history, the correct relationship with a horse was hunter and hunted, full stop. So somewhere around 3500 BCE, on the grasslands of what is now northern Kazakhstan, something changed. Archaeologist Sandra Olsen spent years excavating a site called Botai, a settlement built almost entirely around horses. Olsen and her colleagues found something that shouldn't have been detectable after 5,000 years: chemical traces of horse milk fats baked into broken pottery. That detail tells a story. You don't milk an animal that's trying to kill you. Something had already started to shift, but milking a horse and riding one are not the same leap. Riding means trusting your entire body, your life, to an animal that could kill you by accident, just by flinching. Here's where the evidence turns genuinely eerie. Archaeologist David Anthony studied horse teeth from Botai looking for bit wear, the specific pattern left on enamel when a horse is ridden or driven with a bit in its mouth, even a soft one made of rope. He found that pattern on teeth dated to around 3500 to 3000 BCE. Combined with the milk residue and with corral postholes Olsen's team uncovered, the picture sharpens fast. Humans on the steppe weren't just hunting horses anymore. They were managing them, milking them, and very likely riding them. So who actually did it first? You will never know their name. No written language existed on the steppe in 3500 BCE, but think about what that moment must have looked like. Not a triumphant hero mounting a noble steed, almost certainly a desperate, clumsy scramble. Someone grabbing a fistful of mane on a cornered animal, hauling themselves up, holding on for their life, while hundreds of kilograms of pure muscle tried to throw them into the dirt. And here's the part that should unsettle you. That person almost certainly failed, more than once, before it worked. Research from archaeologist Alan Outram on Botai horse bones suggests the earliest riders weren't working with animals bred for calm temperament, the way modern horses are. They were working with animals barely one step removed from fully wild. Every early attempt was closer to a rodeo than a partnership, broken bones, very possibly deaths that left no trace at all. Because a body trampled on open grassland 6,000 years ago simply became part of the landscape, so why keep trying? Because the payoff, if it worked even once, was almost unimaginable. A person on foot could walk maybe 30 kilometers a day, exhausted. A person on a horse could cover more than 100, carry supplies, chase down prey no human could ever catch, and outrun almost any threat on the steppe. In a world where distance meant survival, a working horse wasn't a convenience. It was a superpower. Whoever survived that first ride had just changed what a human body was capable of, and it didn't stay contained to one village. Within a few centuries, riding spread across the Eurasian steppe with startling speed. Populations that mastered it could travel farther, trade further, and outcompete neighbors still stuck on foot. Some researchers, including Anthony, argue horseback riding is one of the reasons certain steppe language families spread as widely as they did, carried not by conquest alone but by sheer mobility. One person's reckless gamble ended up reshaping migration and trade across an entire continent. Now think about what's sitting underneath your own instincts today, whether you've ever ridden a horse or not. That pull you feel toward doing something that terrifies you, if the payoff looks big enough. That's not modern ambition. That's ancient. Somewhere in your wiring is the same calculation that person on the steppe made without any data, any guarantee. The fear is real, but so is what's on the other side of it if you don't back down. You'll never learn that person's name, but every time you get on a bike for the first time, or drive alone for the first time, or trust your body to something powerful and unpredictable, you're running the same ancient software that got installed the moment someone decided a wild horse was worth the risk. Somewhere right now, a kid is sitting on a pony at a birthday party, gripping the reins, feeling completely safe. What they don't know is that the safety itself is the miracle, built on top of thousands of years of people who had none.